Hi, Robyn. Nice to have you in my show.
Thank you.
You know, today's topic or the topic for this week's show is dark. I told you already. And I want to know, like, to me, bright and dark kind of like belong together. Can you remember of the brightest moment in your life so far?
The brightest moment. I think it's hard to point out one single moment, but I think a point of my life that was really important and bright and positive was when I decided to start my own record label. And the minute I decided to follow that idea through, I felt very relieved and content with my situation. I think I'm a positive person, but I think I'm definitely friends with my dark side as well. And I think any person who's not, I'm scared of them. I think we all have dark sides, and
Can you describe one of your dark sides?
yeah, I can get very angry. I can get depressed. I can get bitter.
And how does that show?
Well, it usually, it usually shows pretty well. I usually tell people how I feel or what I think. But I also think that I take responsibility for my dark sides. And I definitely like them, even though they're dark. I think they're important and they're a big part of my work as well.
Do you think you need to have that side to be creative?
No. I don't think you have to be broken or sad to be creative. I think you have to have depth and you have to know yourself and be interested in finding out who you are.
I was listening to your album today all day long to get prepared, and I feel very melancholic now.
Oh, you do?
Although it was pop music somehow, but still.
Yeah.
How come? Like,
I think but what you're saying, what you said in the beginning of the interview, where dark and light are really connected, I think that's really how I see it as well. And I think that those contrasts are really important to me when I make music. And I think pop music is such a great way of handling these contrasts or contradictions in our life, because it's popular music. It handles the present time, but it's also supposed to connect to people on a very kind of intimate level. And I think great pop music does that. It connects people around this one emotion that a lot of people can relate to at the same time. So even though it's commercial music, for me, it's also music where I can talk about really banal or very emotional things without being pretentious. And I think I have to go deep with my lyrics in order for me to be able to make sense to, the modern sounds or the simpleness of the music, of the genre that I'm doing.
if you could choose like a color that is dark from a color that is bright, would you pick the dark one or the bright one as like a color that refers more to you?
I would pick the bright one, actually. I don't know why, that's just my instinct. I would pick, if I would have to pick a color that was me, I would pick turquoise. A bright one.
Very nice.
I don't know why.
You look like a bright person, that's okay.
Okay, good.
Thanks for having me on our show.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's all.